Oh, hello. Welcome to the Bat Signal. My name is RJ Redden, and this is my favorite show all week. Why? Because it's Friday. And on Friday, we celebrate our wins. Yes. Everything that happened this week that you could put your name to, accomplishments, maybe just little things that happened in your life that you want to celebrate. Anything that can be celebrated, let's do it right now, today. So here's how to play. Toss it in the comments. Give me whatever that win was. Big, small, personal, business, anything that gave you a lift, anything that needs to be celebrated. Let's celebrate it today because today's the day. No day but today. Of course, to quote a very, very famous musical, Rent. Anyway, I hope you had a good week out there. I sure did. This week has been packed with preparations for our event that we are having next week. Next week on Wednesday. It's coming, people. Next week on Wednesday, we're having a great big live event. It's going to be an entire day worth of your RJ and a lot of the things that happen with that. So very good, darling. So please do sign up for that. Skyrocket Live. Doop. In the little run around, the ticker. I believe we're calling that the ticker now. Anyway, so many things happening with that, they're celebrations for me because they've never happened before. It's like the first time some of these things are happening that are happening to me too. Most of the time I am doing launches for everyone else. I'm a launch queen. We got things going off left and right, which is really cool. But having it be your own is a totally different animal. There's a lot more emotions tied up in it, a lot more different things. And so the first thing that I want to celebrate is my team. Oh, hello. Those people have it going on. Just like Stacy's mom, and they have taken care of this for me. So it's been so helpful. Gosh, you know what, you guys, I used to try to kind of do launches on my own. And I would, my launches, even if it was just a simple webinar, I just did everything myself. And that was actually not really helpful. It was not really helpful because I tend to put off my own stuff. I tend to want to take care of my clients first, obviously, as it should be. But I also procrastinate. I also take that to an extreme. So nothing will get done. But so this time I decided that's it. I'm handing it to the team. They didn't take care of it. Hey, Rusty boy, good to see you. The principle here, of course, is that my team will have less emotional attachment than I will. So once again, just want to celebrate those folks. Alexa and Tom bring a whole lot to my life. They're not just my team. They're not just folks who work for me. They're my family. I wonder how they're doing. I get concerned about them. I celebrate them when they have cool stuff going on. They're part of my family now. So sorry, kids. Maybe that's good and maybe it's not, but it's true. And that's what we're going with. So there is that going on. Also want to celebrate something else. And in no way is this program sponsored by the following people, but I had such a wonderful time this week. It is, I want to celebrate myself some Skillshare. Boop. Why? Last Saturday I spend a lot of time in thinking and meditation, sometimes on the weekend. It helps because I go so fast during the week that sometimes I just, I rarely stop. So on Saturdays, I stop. And last Saturday, I did. And I was wandering around the internet and I saw Skillshare there. And for some reason, I just popped in there. I thought maybe I'll learn something this morning. And what do you know? There's some classes and stuff that are so perfect for me. Design thinking, creative problem solving using design thinking, game design, principles of gaming design, all stuff that I can use, all stuff that really fits into my purpose and what I'm trying to do here. And what I'm saying is, that opportunity to grow by learning something is really cool. Hey, Jessica, good to see you. So Skillshare. Not only did I take 2 classes last weekend because they're really easy. They're really easy to sit through. It's just kind of like a little, the 2 classes that I took, they were about an hour and a half, filled with good stuff. I just kind of took my notes by myself and it was really wonderful stuff to reflect back on during the week. So not only did I get that for myself, but I opened my account to my team as well. Here's the deal. Working is not just working to get paid. You're entrepreneurs. I think that you understand this by now. Working is, you get paid twice. You get paid by whatever's falls into your bank account, but you also get paid in the stuff that you learn and the experiences that you have along the way. My people are, they have always been miles and miles and miles away from me. I only got to meet them in person, both of them at the same time, one time, and that was last November. Now, mainly that's because events have been kind of put off. But point being that they're miles and miles away from me always, but I want to provide an experience for them that's awesome, that I want to make it so that they love coming to work every day. And for me, that means kind of providing some extra benefits here and there. The extra benefit of my Skillshare account, and I'm looking at a couple of other things to give them, but I want to celebrate that for just a second, because to me, it's really cool to be able to care for and look after my team members that work with me. I hope they stay for a long time because they're freaking awesome. I'm going to get to some of the comments here. Hello, Francois. Good to see you. Jessica wrote down the working is not just getting paid, you get paid twice. Absolutely. That is a great deal. Hey, if you all have any wins or anything you want to celebrate this week, put it straight in the comments for me and we will celebrate all of it. We will, because that's what we're here to do today. It's Friday wins, not just RJ wins. I do care a lot about my team. They make my business amazing and fantastic. I used to write all the bots and do all of the things by myself. I was encouraged, and we're going to say encouraged with quotes because my wife sometimes encourages me very firmly. Anyway, she encouraged me to stop working 16, 17 hours a day and get some time. And I was like, honey, I have to hire people. I don't know who to hire. I don't know what to do. I've tried to hire people before. It sucked. And she's like, I don't care. You have to hire someone. You're going to burn out. You're going to ruin your business if you keep trying to do everything by yourself. And I had run into my current team members because they're one of them is related to a client of mine. And I finally took them up on let's work together, and my life has never been the same. So that's why I care so much about that. Francois finished his exams today. Excellent, my friend. That is amazing. Welcome to the freedom of no exams, at least for a little while. I assume you might be in school there. Gosh, exams. I remember exams, my friend. And I remember the toil of those days. Congratulations. Congratulations, and how magnificent is that? Francois, I hope you're celebrating somehow today. Because man, I remember when I finished exams, it was like, okay, time for sleep. But then usually it was like, oh, I would just start on the next thing. That's the danger sometimes of being a person who loves to accomplish things, is that you accomplish stuff and you just never look back. You just keep walking because there's more to accomplish. My friends, there's more to life than just that. And that is celebration, appreciation, and love, love for your accomplishments. And so I love the fact that Francois got his exams done today. Throw more stuff in the comments. One more year, just COVID made it a bit harder. Yeah, I can guess that COVID made it a bit harder. Gosh, I went to grad school, and some of those classes would have fit well online, but some of them just wouldn't. And definitely COVID makes it harder for everyone with the school stuff. I have some teacher friends as well, and it is not making their lives better, I'll tell you. But everybody is just sucking it up and getting through it, because it ain't gonna last forever, friends. Let's celebrate that. COVID ain't going to last forever. It's just not. It just can't. We are going to be okay. We are. Don't know when. I don't have that date for you. If I did, that would be pretty darn fabulous and amazing. I don't have that date for you, though. Okay. Excellent stuff. Now, also some excellent stuff that has happened this week. This week, for the second time ever, I wrote out all of my topics for my shows ahead of time. Now, my friends, why does this matter so much? It matters a heck of a lot in my planning for my week. When I leave it until the last minute to decide what the show topic is, it takes a heck of a lot longer, actually. It does, because it's so close to the time that I start rejecting ideas. Like, I'll have an idea for a show and I'll be like, no, that isn't going to be good. Whatever. You know what? When I just do it ahead of time, it just flows so much easier. It flows so much easier. I can get ready for my show. I can do all of my stuff. I can make all of that happen and just kind of slide into it each morning. I don't have to, be crazy about, rejecting topics, because that's not going to be any good. You know what? All these topics are good. All these topics are good. I love talking about engagement marketing. I love talking about chatbots, and I love to develop my ideas and talk about some thought leadership online, because I think it's desperately needed. As I'm going into producing this event next Wednesday, it's so needed to talk about some of these things that happen in marketing that are so ubiquitous. Hello, that's the word for the week, ubiquitous. They're so ubiquitous and such the pink elephant in the room that we don't even recognize what's going on with most of it. Taking a 30,000-foot view of normal marketing and what generally happens in there has been one of the best things that I've ever done, because it allows me to evaluate. How have I been acting? What have I been putting out there? How can I make my stuff more engaging, more of an adventure for my people to go on, more enjoyable? How can I do that stuff? You know what? Great news. We can all do it. We can all do it without any extra special equipment. Although the extra special equipment always helps. All right, my friends. Yeah, it is a whole new universe because of COVID. And some ways it is better, and some ways it is worse. There are some things that have unexpectedly come into my life because of COVID that I would not have predicted for you before. For instance, I have lived in this house. Megan and I have been here for 7 years, and I've never known the neighbors. Never known the neighbors. I mean, there's the guy who sits out there. I know the neighbors' dogs because of this dog. FYI, if you've never seen me before, my dog totally sleeps like right here on my desk with me because he won't go anywhere else. So that's a point of pride. Anyway, I know the neighbors' dogs because my dog is very engaging with those dogs. But as far as talking to my neighbors and like getting to know them and all of that kind of stuff, never happened before. I'm too busy. I got stuff to do. I got people to go see. I got things to go do. But now, because of COVID, I actually do know my neighbors, and we're not the best of friends or extremely tight or anything. But if I needed a cup of sugar, you know what I'm saying? So that there have been some unexpected benefits for COVID, but you're right. The universe has changed, and we are going to change with it because we're entrepreneurs, baby. We roll with the punches. We come out the other side more changeable, more lean, more flexible than we've ever been, and it's always for the better. Always for the better. Jessica says, evaluate how enjoyable your experience and engagements is with your people. Absolutely. How do you measure engagement? With a lot of people, it's just clicks, right? It's just how many clicks have I got? How many views did I get? How many? And it's all measured by clicks. The tough part about that is clicks don't give me any good information. I mean, they give me information. They give me a guide that maybe somebody, kind of was interested in following up with something, but they don't give me any information about the people who are clicking. I don't get to know anything about who's clicking. And here's what I want to know about who's clicking. I want to know why they clicked that. I want to know what's valuable to them. I want to know if this is going to be a relationship in that I could serve them well or not. Because sometimes people are attracted to my stuff and I can't serve them well because they need to do some stuff beforehand before they get to me. People have partners for that. I have people that I hand them off to and say, I know that you are going to take care of this person. And boom, they start a relationship on the path where they need to be, rather than me trying to force somebody to buy something that might not even be right for them. You know what I'm saying? Clicks don't tell me much. They don't tell me much of anything that I want to know. And so how do you measure engagement? We're actually coming up with a formula. My team we're coming up with a little formula of, kind of how would you get an engagement score? And so we're doing that right now. That stuff is going to be all revealed in, of course, the free event that I am doing next week on Wednesday. If you haven't registered yet, go right ahead. Boop, skyrocketlive.com. And we're going to be talking about that. All of the engagement stuff. How do you get that with people? How do you get a real interaction going? I love that you have those partnerships you can trust with others. Absolutely. Well, so that's what it is. For me, I can't serve everybody. Not every single person needs engagement right now. Here are people who don't need engagement. If you don't have a product, if you don't really know specifically who your target market is, if you don't have a message, I got you. Because I know people who deliver those things, and they deliver them authentically, they deliver them with pride, and they do it really, really well. And so why wouldn't I say, hey, you know what? Right now, you're not right for me, but let me introduce you to blank who will take care of you because they've taken care of many of my clients before. Why wouldn't I do that? It's not about how many can I sell? It's about how many can I serve? Sometimes serving people includes a transaction. Sometimes it don't. And so how do I figure out? How do I figure out people that I can serve from people that I can't and maybe a friend of mine can serve? Simple. I use engagement tools. I use engagement tools that tell me what people are interested in and what they're not interested in, and how they tell me how I can help them without even me having to ask the question. It's magical, or maybe it's electric. I don't know. I really like this backdrop, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and celebrate the backdrop because you know what? It needs to be celebrated. And I just absolutely love it. My team member Alexa made it for the advertisements that we're using for the event next week. And so I just adopted it. I just showed up with it because, it's all about branding, right? Anyway, selling versus serving. Absolutely. You know what? I'm a young business. The more people I can serve, the better. The better. Don't have to serve them with a transaction. Maybe I could serve somebody just by listening to them for 30 minutes today. You know what? That's going to grow into something cool because I took the time to listen, because I took the time to support. That, my friends, is the secret right now. Why? Because people out there, what they want more than anything is to be seen, heard, and respected and cared about. That's what they want. That's what everyone wants. If you look around at a lot of the mess that's being caused and a lot of the stress that's being caused, you know what all that's about. People riling up other people's emotions and getting them to act a certain way. That's not the kind of marketer I want to be. I want to be able to serve everybody that comes to me, whether my products and services are right for them or not. I want to be so connected into a network of people that I can say, hey, I need you to help somebody over here because I can't help them yet, or they're way past what I can help them. I can help support, but I need you to help strategize their productivity structure. Could you do that for me? I've learned from some of the best in the industry just how to connect and do that, and it's a powerful part of my business. So just so you know. Celebrate the backdrop. Always celebrate the backdrop. Anyway, so those are some things that I'm celebrating this week. Also celebrating, okay, guys. Whoa. Celebrating the fact that I'm going to get a haircut today. When the hair can touch the nose, that's when we get a haircut in this house. No, I get a haircut every 4 or 5 weeks. My sister cuts my hair. She reminds me. But celebrating going to get a haircut today because I love haircuts. I love how it makes me feel. My sister does awesome stuff. Hey, if you're in the Omaha Council Bluffs area, let's see, Hello Gorgeous down in Council Bluffs. We'll celebrate my sister for a sec. Oh, with some Baby Yoda. Very good, darlings. Do you have more wins? Put them in the comments for me. Don't leave me hanging. Also, on another note, gonna celebrate some software that I'm thinking about. Found it over on AppSumo for events. And there's a lot of event apps out there. But I think that this one could really be really cool for the live event that I'm going to throw. And later on, when we all get back to in-person events, I think that this might be able to help me too. I'm still deciding though. So, I like to find out about the stuff early and then read all of the questions and see how the customer service people are asking or answering the questions. And I like to see, what kind of reviews they get. And I like to see all of that stuff before I make a decision. Just because, hey, you know what? I mean, a buck's a buck, and I want to be able to get a return for that. So anyway, celebrating, I can't remember what it's called now, and it's not up on my little screen. So, um, anyway, that is kind of what I'm celebrating this week. Thanks, Francois, for letting us know you finished your exams. Come back again next week. We're gonna chat about some cool stuff next week. I'm gonna be telling you all about how that event goes. I'm hoping y'all come because that's gonna be a really, really good time. No show on Wednesday because that is the day of the event, and I want to keep that day clear, because yeah, I just need to do that. So come on back next week and tell me again, tell me what your wins are. If it's big or if it's small, I don't care. If it's business or if it's personal, I don't care. I want us to celebrate. I want us to start celebrating and thinking about that as a way of life. Let's celebrate the little things. Let's break out the china. We never know when our lives are going to take a turn. We never know when the people that we're with, might not be able to be with anymore for whatever reason. When the pets that we're with, I had a friend whose fur baby passed this week, and he is in some pain right now. Let's take advantage of the moment. Let's carpe diem, season that day. And that's it for me today. So glad that you joined me. Just want to say thank you. And I think you're an amazing audience. And that's it for me today. I'll see you in a bot. Sorry.